Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson has received a heartbreaking health diagnosis.
He has early stages of Alzheimer's. He's really struggling.
Beloved Duck Dynasty patriarch Phil Robertson has overcome numerous obstacles in his life. Now, though, he faces what may be his most difficult challenge to yet. Phil has been an inspiration to millions for years, but a devastating diagnosis has put his family closer than ever before. How is Phil's legacy affected? And how is the Robertson family dealing with this new reality? Come along with us as we experience the tragic ups and downs of a family bound together in love, faith, and resilience. Unfortunately, Phil Robertson has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and his family just broke the news. It's developing quickly, impacting every part of his body, and he's only starting to show signs of Alzheimer's. When you put all of these things together, it becomes quite evident that he is having a hard time. Because of its effects on cognition and memory, this disorder makes it more difficult to go about one's everyday life. Although the prognosis was devastating, it has strengthened the family's friendship with the Robertsons. At this trying moment, they are now gathering around Phil to provide care and comfort. Phil must accept the fact that his talents will gradually decline due to Alzheimer's disease, for which there is currently no solution. Regardless, they're still determined to enjoy every second with him. A common theme of his son Willie Robertson's speeches is the importance of family. He encouraged them to confront this new reality together, sharing how this diagnosis has drawn them even closer. Phil finds strength in the love and presence of his family, in addition to coping with the disability. As a family, they are making the most of each day they have with him by embarking on this journey together, pulling strength from their religion and strong family values. Keep watching, though, because there's more to their support for him than meets the eye. More than ever before, the principles upheld by the Duck Dynasty family are being put into practice. Faith, which has always played an important role in Phil's life, has provided him with direction and strength throughout this difficult period. Putting their faith in God's grace and relying on prayer, the family just released a statement. Their unwavering faith has brought them solace and offers hope to those going through tough times. The family remains resolute in their commitment to honor Phil's memory and the impact of his life's work, even though his memories may be impacted by Alzheimer's. As is typical for caregivers, the Alzheimer's path is fraught with emotional and physical difficulties for the family. However, they are discovering moments of happiness and camaraderie, which is bringing them closer together. They have welcomed storytelling and laughing, savoring Phil's good days and building memories that will last a lifetime. More time at home has allowed his grandkids to soak up his knowledge and wit, while making memories that will last a lifetime. When you see your grandkids all gather around and are showing them how to cook, I consider that a very positive thing, the grandson of Phil stated. The Robertsons are able to keep their focus on what really matters because of these apparently little deeds. Kay Robertson, better known as Miss Kay, has been Phil's rock through thick and thin. She now makes sure he gets the care he needs as his main caregiver, all while keeping their home life somewhat normal. The family still draws strength from her love and devotion. Miss Kay frequently mentions that their faith has served as the unifying force throughout this challenging time. Their unwavering faith has been their rock throughout this ordeal. In spite of all that has happened this season, the Duck Dynasty family is staying in the spotlight. Their narrative will be returning to television, according to Willie Robertson's recent announcement. For them, this endeavor is about more than just making money. It's about sharing their story and finding community with those who can relate. The show's viewers are overjoyed to see the family back because they have always found inspiration in their candor about the ups and downs of life. The fundamental principles of family, religion, and hope are front and center for the Robertsons as they navigate this chapter. Though the news of Alzheimer's disease is devastating, the Robertson story shows how strength in numbers can help provide joy in the face of adversity. By launching this new initiative, they hope to show people that they have support no matter how bad things become. it is feasible to continue progressing side by side with the help of encouragement and faith. Not only has Phil Robertson's passing had a profound impact on his loved ones, but it has also brought the Duck Dynasty fan base closer together in a spirit of mutual aid. Phil has stood the test of time by adhering to his principles, working hard, and remaining steadfast in his religion. Because of these characteristics, his family is dedicated to carrying on his legacy. Despite the numerous difficulties that come with Alzheimer's, the disease has provided the Robertsons with an opportunity to reflect on their journey to this point. They celebrate Phil's life by remembering the wisdom he imparted and the joy he brought to their family and the world at large. Born in 1946 in a small town in Louisiana, Phil Robertson's career started with humble beginnings. Growing up in a small town with a loving family instilled in him the importance of working hard and keeping to a simple lifestyle. His formative years instilled in him an appreciation for nature and a will to provide for his family. Phil supported his family via hunting and fishing long before Duck Dynasty popularity catapulted him into the limelight. A company specializing in handcrafted duck calls, Duck Commander, was born out of his pragmatic principles and went on to achieve enormous success. Early in his marriage to Miss Kay, Phil experienced a pivotal moment in his life. The couple had several financial struggles, including periods when they lived in a dilapidated trailer without access to basic amenities. Looking back on those tough years, Miss Kay can't help but marvel at how they kept going even when things were tough. Phil never lost sight of his family's needs, and his unwavering resolve touched their hearts. The Robertson family still looks up to him for being able to adjust and give even when times were rough. If you want to know how they're paying tribute to his legacy despite the difficulties, you should keep watching. As Phil's health has worsened, his loved ones have taken solace in remembering the moments when he was strong and funny. An example of this is the narrative of Phil's decision to put his family and faith first, which led him to abandon a promising football career. While in university, he excelled athletically and even played on the same team as NFL great Terry Bradshaw. However, Phil didn't want to live his life focused on fame and money. Rather, he opted for a more straightforward route that was in line with his principles. This decision would come to define the distinctive way of life for the Robertson family. Their faith has been a rock during Phil's illness with Alzheimer's, and it has always played an important role in their lives. Their best weapon, according to Miss Kay, is prayer. Every night before bed, the Robertsons pray together, seeking God's help and direction. Not only are these shared experiences easing their burden, but they are also strengthening their family bond. However, there is more. Another method Phil's legacy is being preserved is via the family. In addition to their religion, the Robertsons are also doing everything they can to ensure that Phil's legacy lives on. The family's new head, Willie Robertson, recently announced intentions to chronicle Phil's life in a new documentary. This project aims to honor his impact on his family and the community while also raising awareness about Alzheimer's disease. The purpose is to pay tribute to Phil's journey and provide hope to others going through tough times. This endeavor, which will honor Phil's legacy in a significant way, is much anticipated by Duck Dynasty fans. The Robertsons are also honoring Phil's life by seeing the Duck Commander Company thrive. Even though Phil is no longer directly involved in running the business, his impact is felt across the board. His now-in-charge sons are steadfast in their adherence to the values instilled in them by their father, including a devotion to family, meticulousness, and hard labor. The fact that the business has grown while remaining loyal to its founding principles is a tribute to Phil's enduring influence. Additionally, the grandkids have taken up significant responsibilities throughout this period. Whether it's life lessons or practical skills, they often remark on how much their grandpa taught them. They are now spending more time with him, which has allowed them to learn about his background and the principles he upholds. These exchanges provide Phil joy because he gets to see the passing on of knowledge from one generation to another. Not only do they bring him solace, but they also keep the family together and center on what's important. Their story doesn't end here, though. Continue reading to learn how they're using their hardship to motivate others. As Phil Robertson's battle with Alzheimer's continues, his family has decided to do more than just cope. They are determined to bring attention to the condition. The Robertsons are resolute in their mission to raise awareness about the difficulties faced by families dealing with Alzheimer's disease and the ways in which others may offer assistance to those afflicted. Through their outspokenness, the family want to shed light on the challenges of caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's disease. Caregiver practical guidance has been spearheaded by Phil's wife of over 50 years, Miss Kay. Because her illness makes it difficult for her to remember things and express herself, she stresses the need of being kind and patient. A regular daily plan makes Phil feel more safe and less apprehensive, according to Miss Kay, who stresses the importance of routines. Their vulnerability in discussing their hardships has inspired other Duck Dynasty viewers to do the same. Messages of gratitude for illuminating an illness that is sometimes misunderstood are commonplace for the Robertsons. The family is more determined than ever to keep speaking out thanks to these connections. One of Phil's kids, Willie Robertson, has spoken on the significance of knowing that their trip is making a difference in interviews. However, they aren't stopping there. To learn about the influence they're having behind the scenes, you'll have to keep watching. Supporting initiatives to increase Alzheimer's research and awareness is one way the family is getting involved. To aid caregivers, they have partnered with nonprofits to fundraise for research and initiatives. In a recent news article, Jace Robertson discussed the family's newfound knowledge of treatment advances and the significance of early detection. These developments provide families like theirs hope for a better future, even though a cure is still not found. We've got a team of doctors, and then we have another set of doctors who are looking at all the tests, and they're all in agreement that there's no curing what he has, said Jace. Better yet, the Robertsons are illuminating the truths of this illness via the power of narrative. They have discussed the idea of combining Phil's life story with his advocacy work for Alzheimer's awareness in a new project. They want to encourage people to treat the disease with compassion and understanding by sharing their stories of triumphs and tragedies. Beyond being a memorial to Phil, this project serves as a means of reaching out to other families facing comparable struggles and fostering empathy for individuals afflicted with Alzheimer's disease. For the Robertsons, their advocacy and education work is very personal. Their actions are based on their faith. Their fight against Alzheimer's is something they see as a part of a bigger purpose, and they want to put it to good use. According to Miss Kay, prayer does more than bring solace to their family. It also facilitates relationships with people. They have gone so far as to organize prayer groups to provide support to families going through the same thing. Another generation of Robertsons is rising to the challenge of carrying on Phil's work. In an effort to raise awareness about Alzheimer's disease and the value of family support, his grandkids have taken to social media. Sadie Robertson expressed her pride and gratitude for life's basic pleasures in a touching Facebook post on being Phil's granddaughter. She urged the audience to make contact with those they care about and to treasure the moments spent with them. In addition to sharing their story, the family has been actively working to raise community-wide awareness. A gathering to unite and exchange information for coping with Alzheimer's was recently planned in Louisiana by the Robertsons. Medical experts shared their insights, caregivers shared their stories, and families were able to make connections with support groups at the event. The Robertson family has always held faith, community, and love as its core beliefs, and these endeavors reflect that. They are resolute in their mission to demonstrate that optimism and purpose can be found despite devastating medical diagnoses. For the Robertsons, coping with Alzheimer's is about more than simply overcoming obstacles. It's also about finding strength and unity. Their tale goes beyond this, though. To learn how their activism is resonating with people far beyond their little community, you'll have to keep watching. Unexpected lessons have been imparted to the entire family by Phil's condition. As a result, they are taking it easy and refocusing on what's important. A simpler lifestyle has allowed them to spend more time with Phil, after a life filled with the hustle and bustle of operating a company and shooting a reality program. His grandkids have taken to recording their visits with him and posting images and videos that showcase his knowledge and comedy. Despite the effects of Alzheimer's disease, these instances serve as a reminder that Phil's core values and character are unaffected. Many are feeling motivated to do something after hearing about the family's campaign to bring attention to the issue. Duck Dynasty fans have taken it upon themselves to host their own charity events in the fight against Alzheimer's disease. The impact of connecting with people and sharing stories may be profound and long-lasting. The Robertsons' transparency in discussing their challenges has demonstrated that every family is confronted with this illness in isolation. By carrying on with their purpose, the Robertsons are demonstrating that a family or an individual can overcome challenges such as Alzheimer's. Their attention shifts from the things they can't alter to the things they can, which is being there for one another and making memories that will last a lifetime. They are able to maintain optimism in the face of overwhelming adversity because of their outlook. Their path exemplifies tenacity, determination, and loyalty to what is truly important to them. Through their candid storytelling, the Robertsons show that one may discover meaning and happiness despite being confronted with a catastrophic diagnosis. They carry on the legacy of Phil's life by raising awareness and providing comfort to others going through tough times. Theirs is a triumphant tale of faith, family, and perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. Finding methods to remain connected and encourage one another, the family stresses togetherness in all they do. They prove that every action matters by doing things like raising awareness about Alzheimer's disease and other big and little acts of kindness. They serve as a poignant reminder that the most important things in life are the people we love, the memories we make, and the current moment. The Robertsons demonstrate in this chapter that no matter the obstacles, they can overcome them with love and resolve. They are an inspiration to families everywhere because of how much they care for one another and how much faith they have. Their unwavering commitment to uplifting others and the power of solidarity in the face of adversity serve as a constant source of inspiration. How do you see the Robertson family coping with this challenging time in their life? Is it your hope that more people would feel comfortable talking about Alzheimer's and caring after hearing them? Feel free to provide your opinions in the space provided. For more, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Also, I think you'll really love the video that's currently playing on your screen.